Hi everyone, you're welcome to Gift Nature Concept. Today we'll be talking about how we can plant our bitter kola from the seed. Due to the health benefit of this wonderful seed and also, the cost of getting it and the scarcity made me to go into this video. I got to a time I wanted to get this because in my house I don't allow it to get finished. As long as this seed is consigned, I keep them whether dry or fresh in my house because of so much it does for me. So it got to a time, it's not just being expensive, it was very scarce to get, and I needed this bitter kola in my home to do something. I decided to go into this experiment. I asked questions. I asked so many people, how do we plant this bitter kola, and instead of suffering from this high cost of getting it and also the scarcity of it, how can we plant it? And I didn't really get much answer. What they were telling me is that we should go for the fresh one. When you get it fresh, you just plant it immediately, you will get the result. And I was like, how can I get this fresh bitter kola? I'm not living close to the village, and I don't even have anybody that has a plant like that. So I now started going into the YouTube. I went to YouTube. I tried to do one or two research, though it was difficult. They couldn't really give me what I wanted from the YouTube. I have to, go into the idea I've been using for my plants. I have some plants I've been, working on. I plant different kind of fruits and also flowering plants. So I decided to use the method. I got the bitter kola, different sizes, and I shared it into different places. I decided to, soak it for a while. But before we go into this, I want us to discuss, just have a clue of what this bitter kola can do for us. When you talk about bitter kola, the benefit of bitter kola, one, it aids digestion. It helps to break the food faster in our body. It's also good in circulation of blood. It helps to circulate the blood in our system. This bitter kola you are seeing here, this one is a fresh one that I have. This is also an anti-snake. In my place, because of the environment, I don't lack this. I once in a while I just get them and I spread them around, and since we've been living in this particular environment, I don't think we have seen snake. So this is a very good anti-snake repellent. So what I'm trying to tell us about bitter kola and snake is that bitter kola repels snake in your environment. It works. I'm telling you what I have practiced, and it's working, and that is the reason why I'm making this video. It repels snake in our environment. It's also an energy booster. It boosts the level of your energy. It also prevents glaucoma. When you talk of people suffering from glaucoma, taking this, chewing it, is a good way of preventing a glaucoma. Do you know that the back of this plant, the back of it, is a good a substance to treat tumor? It treats tumor. And also the gum is used to treat gonorrhea. For so many things, and when you talk about bitter kola, everything about bitter kola is beneficial to human, and that is the reason why this video is coming out this moment. So if you really want to know how you can plant your bitter kola from the seed and get the result into a plant form by nature, I want you to still stick around. So what I'm trying to talk about concerning the planting of this wonderful seed you are seeing here, you get it in this form, just this way. I didn't get fresh one. I couldn't lay my hands on fresh one. What I got is just this thing you are seeing here. This one here is the dry form, and even at this stage I want to let you know that it is also potent for whatever you want to use it for. You can drop it around for snakes to be far away from you, and you can also dry it and crush it in case you want to use it in powder form. So this is what I got in this form, and I soaked it in this form. This is the soaked one. What I did was to soak this bitter kola for 3 good days inside water, and after soaking it this way, I have to remove it and put it in my ziploc. Though this is not the only way I did it. I picked some, I planted some inside the soil, and I also, using the method I use for other plants, I also planted some in my cotton wool, the primary school experiment they used to teach us. So concerning science, I did that, and I allowed them to stay. They actually stayed for months. It didn't just sprout immediately. So at a particular time when I discovered that it's like these ones are gone, the ones in the cotton wool, they couldn't survive it. The one in the soil couldn't survive it. But I discovered that the one in the ziploc started sprouting, and I said, okay, well, it's like something is happening. This is just an experiment. I didn't get any knowledge of it because I actually wanted this plant and this seed. So I just did it. Of course, I'm not going to lose anything. If you come out fine, good. If you didn't, good, because they are not going to debit me anyway. So I decided to do this, and I got this result. When it started sprouting, I have to bring it out from the ziploc. I have to bring it out from the ziploc. So when I brought it out from the ziploc, one thing I also discovered is that the root grows faster than the normal leaves. So I discovered that the root was coming out. Immediately it started, it was growing very fast. I have to transplant it into a smaller, container. So when I did that, it took also months for it to, come out, to bring out, the leaves. What you are seeing here is the plant of bitter kola. This was done last year. It's a slow grower. That's one thing you have to know about this plant. This was done last year, and they all came out at the same time. They discovered that this one is a little bit faster than this. I just transplanted them, and they are just recovering from the shock. So what you are seeing here now is bitter kola plant. And one thing I want you to also know about this, the other benefit of this bitter kola plant is that apart from the health benefits, which make it so important, that the leaves, the roots, the bark, the seeds, they are very important. And also it's another way of building your financial status. It's another stream of financial income in case you want to go into that. It takes time, yes. If you have a free land, you have space in your compound, and because it accommodates space. That's one thing with Dacola tree. With the research that I've made, it accommodates space. But if you have a land that you're not ready to use now, and you're going to use it in future, why not get something like this, drop it there? In 4 5 years you'll see it bringing results. You start fruiting, and each year you have something. I mean, you'll be sleeping and your tree will be bringing money. You know what? There's so much about this plant. That's why I'm even bringing it. There's so much about this plant that we have not discovered. The scientists are making serious research concerning this to give us more result of what this seed can do. It's not just about the seed. The plant itself is medicinal and it's money. So if you want to make money, you can go into this. Planting it and waiting for it patiently will give you something in the future. So I believe with this video, somebody has benefited one or two things, either financially or health wise. So if this video has really been a blessing to you, you gain something from it, I would like you to kindly like it, share it, subscribe, and also don't forget to press the notification bell. And the same time, if you have any question, I had so many questions concerning this that some people gave me reasonable and some are not reasonable answers. I don't mind that until I did this video. So if you have any question about the financial aspect, about the health aspect, about the growing or the planting of it, please drop it in the comment section. And the same time, I want you to know that nature is a gift such as this. Thank you.